So you're playing Don't Starve, and all of a sudden winter comes. And winter is just tough because you gotta, stay warm. You always have to have a fire going. It sucks. And, there's a lot of steps that you have to take to prepare for winter, which is, if you don't know what you're doing, you are gonna die. Um, but hopefully, I can teach you guys how to survive winter, how to thrive in this game, and honestly, how to beat it. So, um, those little ice blotches are penguin, like breeding areas, and most of the time they'll be, close to the water, and sometimes like when you see like no penguins, that means that they're gonna be leaving, and winter is ending soon. Winter's a time period between I want to say probably 22 to like, I don't know, 35 days. So it's not that long, but just being prepared because it is kind of long. Because all you're doing is sitting by a fire, keeping it, keeping warm and stuff. All those chests are full of rabbits, and that's a huge major step. Because if you need to have a constant food supply during the winter, because running around you don't really want to do, but you do it anyways. It kind of sucks because just the whole staying warm aspect of the game. Um, like, man, I'm just getting off topic. But so if you take one mandrake and then 4 twigs, it makes mandrake soup, and it will heal your health fully and full hunger, and it helps in your sanity well too. Um, so yeah, it is the best thing to make in the game. So I would definitely try to find mandrakes, and twigs are easy to find. It's also really nice to have twigs and berry bushes by your base during the winter, because then you can just make jam. Fists of jam during the winter in the crock pot. 2 crock pots are usually nice to have, because then you can have like one sitting, and crock pots, if it's something in it, it never goes bad, so that's really helpful. But like for the hounds, they come around every 12 days. So in my case, the hounds came, and the penguins were right by my base right there, and I just circled the hounds around the penguins, and the penguins took care of them. The penguins, you do not want to take the eggs when they're awake, and you don't want to like hit them or anything, because they're really fast and they attack in a group. So they are weak, but once you get like the whole group of penguins on you, it's kind of like the beefalo, where it starts doing quite a bit of damage. Rabbit earmuffs, they only take 1 twig and 2 rabbits, so that's really helpful if you can't make a razor and shave beefalo. Shaving beefalo you have to do at night, because if you shave them during the day, the herd will come after you. And speaking of the winter, but the deerclops, he is a winter enemy, and he will only spawn in the winter, so you don't have to worry about it in the summer. I think the summer is the dragonfly or something like that. So that's what you gotta worry about in the summer. But planting trees, and you want to wait until they're full grown like this, so then when you chop them down, it drops 2 pine cones, and then you can double your trees. It is also really smart once you realize that the penguins have left, to go and check all of the penguin, camps, because then you can take the eggs, and if you find a pig king, he will give you gold every egg that you bring him. Or if you just want to put them in a crock pot and make eggs and bacon, some recipe like that. I want to say it's like a ham, eggs, probably a couple morsels, so not that inexpensive. right there is the start of a death trap. So they would be caught in the beginning part. If they go through the tunnel, they will be getting hit with the hound traps. Then they get into the second chamber, which should kill them. But then I got a little bump where they had to run through, which is really hard for the hounds to do. And that should kill them. That's really helpful, especially during the winter or even the mating season of beefalo, because that happens probably every 15 days. Yeah, every 15 days beefalo start mating. A thermometer is really helpful to use because you can start telling when winter is approaching, so then you can start preparing if you haven't been. And yeah, that's really helpful. During the night, it's really hard. You know, a lot of YouTubers who do Don't Starve always say, always be doing something. Well, if it's nighttime and you don't have a crazy base like theirs, and you're kind of settled in, you can't do that much. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment out what you thought. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.